Well, he bataka make. But Jaden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Blessings Nation, and now welcome to the channel. Yeah, man, Jaden Chase. Another one we're going to bring another reason for the topic of current affairs. So if you're new to the channel, just a pass through. But when I like the reason and of course I like the point of view, well, I'm suggesting that you click the subscribe icon and let your voice be heard. Like and share the video, and of course drop your comment in the comment section. Now, let's get right into the reasoning. Now, Nation, now we have a clear reason why this matter was not handled in the privacy of the party. There is currently a plan underway to have Andrew Holness removed from the JLP party and Bobby Montague set as his replacement. Now, while Montague might have the support of key members of the party, the support of the Jamaican public is still not there. And that is why Holness clearly has to be discredited. May I make you hear the plans as outlined by the former JLP candidate, and they will continue the reasoning. Look and listen, Nation.
It is alleged that the funds go missing under Bobby Montague because he have to make sure so the labor rights them eat food in the Christmas. Because an argument at Central Executive and Standing Committee on a Monday night is labor rights are apathetic and they are losing hope in the government. They don't feel as though Andrew and the cronies and the ministers are looking out for them. Therefore, labor rights in their second term, in their second year, are saying if Andrew don't fix it, they are going to go silent and they will wait on him on election day and give it back to the PNP. Yes. Or Bobby Montague, who is seen as the Robin Hood, they will sign a no confidence against it. And the truth is, Andrew, I'm telling you this. The Montague labor rights are canvassing the MPs as we speak. Montague wants to be Prime Minister of this country. Montague can be Prime Minister of this country. But the fundamental difference with Montague becoming Prime Minister of this country is that Montague will not have the likability and the love of the people. Internally in the party he is loved, but nationally, Montague, you could not even stand up against Mark Golding. And
Yes, Nation, and now let's continue the reasoning. It was not by coincidence that recently Bruce Golding gave a speech stating that the actions of other MPs have reflected negatively onto Andrew Holness himself, seeing that he is not only the leader of the country as Prime Minister, but also the leader of the political party in power. It was clear that the MPs were against Holness and his protocols from the very beginning. The fact that after Holness stated that there were days in which there were no movements on the island, hours in which people were not to move about. And the first set of people to break those rules and be filmed publicly was, of course, members of parliament. When Holness stated that there were no gatherings to be held, the first set of people who say keep big gatherings and video it was members of the Jamaican parliament, members of the JLP. To date, we have less PMP MPs that have violated the Andrew Holness protocols than JLP MPs who have violated Andrew Holness's protocols. Now we have seen statements, seen the documents and heard the statements that lucrative contracts were awarded to the wife of Holness and to her brother. Government funds were misused. Remember when they go on the retainer wall? When they talk about how much millions to build the retainer wall and where the money was coming from. Looks like there was truth to those stories. And think about it. Political scandals and political controversies are always coming from people who are close to the source. Never from the people outside looking in, but rather from those who were inside themselves. Now at first we'd wonder if Andrea make up these things, if this was a cry for attention, if overstressed are being left out of the party glory had resulted in a mental breakdown. It looked like this is further from the truth. This was an orchestrated plan by the powers that be to strategically release information about a specific individual. So that's, his public persona, his character in the media would be tarnished beyond repair. Remember, recently, Andre even went out of his way to point out that there are certain media hosts and media entities that are used during general elections. And they are used for the promotion of certain individuals and the cleanup of their character as they are presented to the public. At the whole inner workings of the political machine that him just give up, him just expose the inner workings. Why you will see individuals faced with major scandals during their campaign, or before their campaign, but during their campaign, the only thing you see in the media are good things. Good things that they have done, good things that they are currently doing, and the good things they plan to do. Nothing about their failures. And Andrea said, this is not by coincidence. This is by design. Now, as it pertains to the takeover, we clearly see that take place. As I said, Bruce it forward come make the statement we make. We have heard statements from Holness. We have seen him almost brought to tears. Some people saying that it was not genuine. What I am saying is that it is not that it was not genuine. Maybe it was not brought on by the situation at hand, but by the many situations now faced by the Prime Minister. The fact that there is a party takeover afoot. And he knows this very well. Do you think the Prime Minister is unaware of plans by key members of the party to take away his presidency? Of course him no. And these are the things we are heavy upon his mind at this moment in time. Remember, Holness, and one of the statements used on the campaign trail to secure his election was that he would focus on crime and violence. Fast forward, he's now at the center of discussions about crime and violence, saying that he did not fulfill on his promise. As I said, some who would stand in defense of the Prime Minister and state that, well, there was a worldwide issue taking place which needed his attention, which are Big C19. May I state this. During the campaign and during the general election, Big C19 was already a worldwide problem. And the current administration in power knew of this. Big C19 did not happen by surprise after general elections. It was something that was discussed. People even went as far as to say the elections should have been cancelled. To which some experts even say the spike that took place on the island was a direct result of that general election. Something that, of course, Bobby Montague will be quick to point out, because these are statistics that they have. Crawford was not saying this just out of nowhere. Crawford did not stand up in Parliament and tell the people himself, watching the spike on the sea take place on the Jamaican island was a direct result of the general election. He couldn't just stand up in a Parliament and make a statement like this, an empty statement. Remember, he's saying general election, not the election of the JLP. The general election is a participation of both parties in an attempt to get elected. Two of them play them role. And they must say, boy, had that result tonight. And experts have said that it is the very truth. Which other mass gathering did you know take place across the whole island? None. That was the only one. And it was sanctioned by the very same government. Individuals are just forward back from these type of controversies. In North America, it was the handling of Big C19 that cost Trump the presidency. locally at the very same situation with the Prime Minister. Now, if you add misuse of funds to that, if you add contracts being awarded that shouldn't be awarded to certain individuals to that, if you add the love scandals to that, if you add all of these things to that, then you see where it'll lead up to. Yes, there are people indeed in the very same party who wish to discredit and destroy the character of Andrew Holness. And they say it reach. Them say be careful of who you call friend. Talk to me in the comment section. If I said one called Jaden Chase, the dancer and news correspondent. If you're new to the channel, just a pass through. But you like the reason and of course like the point of view, well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon and put it on all. And this is how you know you'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and boost a share. Tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check and join the reason via the comment section. Know the sentiments, and for those who don't. Yeah, man, I move settings, fam. And my sentiments for you and yours, of course, for to live, love, and prosper. Now, stay tuned until we reason again.